You're still watching Smart Means Business, and for those who are just joining in, many thanks for joining on board. I'm Jerome Paul Sonko. Now, speaking of the on-ground discussion, because we are going to talk, you need to understand that the world is evolving, and so is the savings evolving, and the evolvement of the evolving world around savings, and of course around all these that matters, financial markets and everything needs you to also keep up to the same speed. What you need to do now is use the USSD code *292#, then be added into the Zabo platform. That will ideally give you the advantage to kickstart off your investment journey with Zabo. You can invest in government bonds that are available, and of course, grow your investments into something more viable. Zabo says, "My money, my future." Altitude Africa says, "Do something new." And now, what you can do new today is basically to at least invest in government bonds. These markets open at 8:15 a.m. and close at 3:15 p.m. East African Standard Time. Please do note that these markets are closed on full day, that is on public holidays and during the weekend. Zabo, my money, my future. All Texas Africa, do something new. And now let's head round with DJ Andrew as we look at the current trends in technology. We are looking at the impact this time around on how people can conduct businesses, and among the key highlights of this one includes discussions around the metaverse and the chat GPT. DJ Andrew, with you.
Welcome to Smart Means Business on Ground. I'm Andrew Barige, and today is, of course, we're having a discussion in the world of technology, and of course, looking at the new trends in terms of their influence and their impact on the business community, and on how we manage our business today. It's very important for you to acquire the required knowledge that you need when you're investing or venturing into a given business, because that's the distinction between the successful and those that what we call the mediocre. Now, there is what is trending currently into the world of business, and of course its roots coming from the world of technology, and this is what we call the chat GPT and the metaverse. So today we are going to discuss about their impact on regarding to the business operations, on the business models, in terms of how we can acquire the necessary skills to run our businesses, the chat GPT and the metaverse. So with me is the CEO of Algem Technologies, that's Jablon Liao. We're going to be, of course, talking, Emmanuel, that's Emmanuel Jacob Jablon, is going to be sharing with us this particular insight and the impact of what I've just mentioned when it comes to business management. You're welcome on SMB on Ground. Yeah. So there is this concept going on here, the chat GPT. Let's first of all discuss the chat GPT. How is it like, and how is it influencing the way we run business lately?
ChatGPT is a natural language processing artificial intelligence. It is a platform that was recently released in November 2021, and actually within its first week of release, it saw a surge of about 1 million users within a week. So ChatGPT, this artificial intelligence is one that has been trained with information that has been digitally recorded since the beginning of the digital age, up to the current version runs up to September 2021. So it has been fed in with all the information that is presently available digitally. And with this information, it's able to improve its intelligence so that it can help you as an individual who uses ChatGPT. So it is used in a way that you just text whatever it is that you want it to assist you with, and then it will check from its database of knowledge, its vast database of knowledge, and it will give you exactly the response that you're looking for. It has been customized to chat with a human being in the normal human language, because it detects that since I'm talking to a human being, let me respond to them in a conversational way. So ChatGPT basically is something that responds in a conversational way. It chats with a human being in a conversational way while giving you information that it has, depending on the database that it has been trained upon. Yes.
So let's look at the business side of it, how it's helping people in terms of running business today.
Well, ChatGPT at the moment, if you've not gotten hands-on onto ChatGPT, then you definitely should, because it has become more like a digital assistant to whoever operates or does any kind of work. This is a kind of technology that can help you generate an email that you can respond to your boss. It can help you generate a professional email that you would like to request for a leave at work. It can help you write an essay. It can help. It has helped bloggers, people who like writing articles online, to better perform in their writing of blogs. So it is making people much better. There is, of course, a great concern that it's coming to replace people's jobs. But as an IT guy, that's not true. It's only going to make people better. If you know how to use it, then it's definitely going to help you. But if you're not knowledgeable, let's say, for example, in programming, because as we talk right now, ChatGPT can help you generate code that you would like to use to probably develop a website. I've not looked at any full projects that have been developed fully with ChatGPT, but there are programmers out there who are trying to generate projects using ChatGPT because it can generate for you code. So it's not that it's going to replace the programmer or the developer. It's only going to make the developer or the programmer much better. Because if you're not somebody who has been a programmer before, chances are you won't be able to know exactly what to tell ChatGPT so it can give you exactly what you're looking for. So it has improved in the business sector. And the other thing that it has helped with, since it is an open source AI language, when I say open source, that means it's free to use and you can incorporate it to any other system that you have. When you visit a website, since we are a company that develops websites, and we are looking at integrating ChatGPT into some of the websites that we create. For example, let's say you want a website that communicates with your customers, and people do not know, excuse me, people do not know what to do or how to get information when they get into your website. But when we integrate ChatGPT, since it's intelligent enough to know what a human being wants, you will be able to navigate through the website, look for whatever kind of information you want from the website, whatever kind of service that you want from that kind of website. So it is helping businesses out there improve their communication out there to customers using ChatGPT. And then it is making people better at their jobs, because you find you can now do things in a more professional way, especially if they are text-based. You can easily generate any kind of content that you want and use it out there. So ChatGPT is a new technology, and it has gone viral, very, very viral. So it is something that it's game-changing. It is breathtaking. It is changing the world, and with all this knowledge and information, there's really no excuse to somebody out there just doing nothing and not being able to make any kind of money. So that's briefly about ChatGPT.
Well, now, according to what we've been talking, there could also be concerns. Won't it increase robbery, theft? Somebody can say, how do I rob a bank? Because it has all the information of all banks. It knows the security protocols, probably, I guess. And
Now, with security and basing on what you've mentioned, now ChatGPT, the way it has been trained, because for it to be released out there, it had to be trained by human beings. Okay. So human beings know what is good and bad. Yeah. Much as this technology has been fed with every kind of information that exists out there. You're right, of course, definitely, you can ask it to help you to steal something. How to break
a security protocol of a bank.
Yes. Definitely. It can do that. But if you go directly to ChatGPT right now and ask it, generate for me a protocol of how to break the security protocol of a bank, it will turn you down. Honestly, it will turn you down. It will tell you, please, as an AI model, I do not help people do bad things, something like that. I'm not trained to help you hack other people's security systems. It's that intelligent. It can know your intentions. If you want to do something bad with whatever you're asking it, it will turn you down in a very professional way. So the way it has been trained, people shouldn't be so worried so much about it giving you bad advice and helping you do bad things, unless you know exactly how to ask for it, because there's always a way around everything. But for the meantime, people shouldn't really be worried about that.
Now, away from that chat GPT, now let's talk about the metaverse briefly. The metaverse, you know, ever since it was Facebook now is now Meta, and there is that aspect of the metaverse where I can travel to to other places when I'm virtual travel. You know, how have you found that in terms of you as somebody into the tech atmosphere? How is that helping business growth and development lately? How is it driving business?
Well, first of all, to bring the metaverse into perspective, for maybe those who do not know what the metaverse is. So to introduce it, you know, the internet came out. It became more rampant in the 90s. That is when we saw some of the first websites. So if you're to remember, some of the first websites we had were very static. They only had texts and links. It wasn't really interactive. You couldn't open a website and see pictures the way you see these days and see things flying around. No, you only had to get the information, click on a link, go to that particular website. But that was the web. That was the first version of the web. Now the second version of the web became more interactive. That's why they introduced videos. They introduced live, still photos, live chat, live video conferencing. That is the web 2.0. And you can even shop online. You can peruse through websites and do whatever it is you want to do online. And also you can zoom from here to there and to meet in a conference. Now that is the web 2.0. Now the metaverse is the web 3.0. That's the third version of the web. Now in this, yes, web 3.0. So in that, it is an improved version of the internet. The internet is no longer 2D with the metaverse. With the metaverse, the internet becomes in 3D. Instead of you visiting, let's say, Jumia website to shop something, you can put on your 3D glasses. You get onto that Jumia. If Jumia is in the metaverse, you get or that shopping platform is on the metaverse. Then you enter into that platform and you start shopping things, just like the way you can enter a supermarket and you start shopping. Now that is what the metaverse is. Like for example, when it comes to meeting conferences, you don't meet as you see people on the screen the way you do it on Zoom. What you do is when you immerse yourself into the metaverse, you're able to actually talk the way you and I are talking right now, even if we are far away.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So in regard to business and some of the innovations that we're working on, we are glad to announce that we are going to be the first online school to enter into the metaverse in Uganda. Definitely. Because we want to improve our learning and make it more powerful. We want to make sure that, because when you look at education, online education, some of the concerns that people have is that facial interaction that they have with teachers. But with the metaverse, when you immerse the metaverse technology into online education, you find that the teacher is able to talk to you the way I'm talking to you. So you can get more help and be able to do things. One other thing we want to integrate with the metaverse, things like with the websites that we are going to start developing. We want to start integrating the metaverse technology so that instead of you just going onto a phone or a computer and scrolling through websites, you enter into the website and move around and look and get what you want to do, especially in e-commerce. So that is basically what the metaverse is all about. Then the other things for leisure that you can use the metaverse for example, if you have a restaurant, or like let's say a playground or a music concert, you can decide to set up your music concert inside the metaverse, and people who have access to the metaverse, they will enter into that music concert, and you will feel like people are actually there. You'll even meet your friends who are in remote locations, and you'll be able to talk the way you should. So that is the direction that the metaverse is currently taking us. If we are to use it, let us utilize it in the best way possible so that we can make the best use of it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was very insightful. I know we've been discussing the trends that's in the metaverse and the chat GPT, and of course getting to see how best you can position yourself as a CEO or somebody aspiring to be one you will be in position to actually get this required knowledge. But the chat GPT was it's a nice break. I'll say that you should really try it out right there and see how you can, your life will be able to improve quite lots. I've tried it out actually, and very amazing results. You will be so amazed. So go check it out on the Google and see how your business will be. The way you think will be evolved. It's like your other personal assistant. But don't worry, you won't lose jobs. Just the only worry. Then, of course, we winded up the discussion with the metaverse, getting to see how the virtualization, entering the websites, and I think that's quite very interesting. Visuals speak too much. Most people just text is not enough. Somebody would prefer to actually review something. Well, that's it for the business for SMB on ground this morning. Of course, the discussion has been on the trends in technology, in particular, the chat GPT and the metaverse.
Well, when you look at the mere fact that technology trends are impacting how we do our businesses, how we market, advertise, strategies are laid off there. Of course, you have to adopt and change apparently to the same course in order to fit in community and the ever-growing digital transformation across the world. Joe Songo, he's been Barigi Andrew, who is on ground giving us all discussion from where we did start. Of course, we were later on joined by Ron Harvard, who is giving us a review of what to expect in the bulletin tonight, but all business being driven here on Smart 24 TV. As we continue to drive your business, you should as well take charge by investing your money into something viable, like the government bonds. Use the USSD code *292# and invest government bonds with Zabu. Zabu is a platform by Altex East Africa, giving you that opportunity to do so. Altex East Africa says do something new, and Zabu is saying my money future. With just a minimum of 15,000 Uganda shillings, you'll be able to invest in government bonds. Definitely select the right maturity period for those bonds. Also, remember there are other available ideas and other items, other products that you can invest in. Very possible for you to invest as Zabu, my money, my future. Altex East Africa says do something new. The markets open at 8:15 a.m. close at 3 p.m. East African Standard Time. They're fully closed over the weekend. Speaking of which, we are out here at Smart Mint till tomorrow, 30 a.m. till 9:50. 9 minutes to top of the hour. At 10 a.m. will be Financial Markets with Anthony Sebale. Then at 1 p.m. with Freeman Kubia, 3 p.m. will be, then at 4 p.m. we'll be having Skill Up. Yeah, we'll make a deal. Catch up Hassan in Korea before 7 p.m. Before 7 p.m. I'll be giving you more details regarding that almost holding up Smart yet the Thursday. But besides that, it is a blessed day from yours. You're heading out, or as you kickstart off your business day. A blessed day. Good morning.